Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Stollings. You know me here on YouTube as MarauderReacts, and as always I'm your host for Operation Recap, where I take some stories from Rainfall.com and I show them off here on YouTube because, let's face it, I would rather watch video than read an article because I'm a product of my generation. That's not true at all, anyway. Getting in trouble with my bosses. Anyway, the big stories for this week, Nintendo did a Direct. And every time the Nintendo Direct happens, it's basically like mini E3 focused on Nintendo. So that's really it. They did a ton of stuff for this Direct that kind of caught people off guard. First off, they talked about a new Fire Emblem game coming out for the 3DS, which has a drastically different style and tone from previous games. The character designs look very different. No other information on it at all, just a trailer, because we know how to ride a hype train. Second was Puzzle & Dragons. The Puzzle & Dragons Z and Puzzle & Dragons Super Mario Edition coming out as one game here in the US for the 3DS. It looks very entertaining. I kind of wish it were on the Wii U because I like puzzle games, but I don't like puzzle games on handhelds as much anymore. I'm more of a, just want to sit on my couch and have it just completely fry my brain for a bit. But it looks fantastic. It looks really fun, so check that out. They also showed off amiibo support for Kirby, which we already kind of talked about, didn't we? The Bowser, or not the Bowser, the Meta Knight, DDD, and Kirby amiibos for Kirby Rainbow Curse. They also talked about a new line of amiibos coming out for Mario Party 10. First wave will have Bowser, Peach, Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Toad for the first time. So a lot of these characters are just getting a second looking figure to fit the Mario Party theme. Different base, but first time Toad's coming in it. They also talked about Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, what his amiibo support's going to be. So that was fun. Speaking of amiibos, they also talked about how amiibos are going to have a role in Codename Steam, coming out on the 3DS. Those amiibos are going to be amiibos based off the Fire Emblem series, so Marth, Ike, Robin, and Lucina are going to have functionality in that game, and as such, they have said if you did not manage to pick up a Marth amiibo, they are going to be reprinting him, which I found really entertaining because that's kind of a roundabout way of saying, yeah, we already canceled this one, but we're going to bring him back because we forgot that he was going to be in this game. So if you needed any more confirmation that, some of them, when they are not readily available, are kind of canceled, that was kind of it, because they never said that Marth was canceled to begin with, but they had to make a specific announcement saying that they are going to be re-releasing him. So if you say you're re-releasing something, that means you stopped releasing it at some point. So if we could just put that to rest for now, that would be wonderful, and just agree that Nintendo has botched that. Anyway, back to the Direct. They talked about Splatoon and how character customization is going to affect the character. The outfits, the hats, the shirts, the shoes, things like that are not just cosmetic. They will have an effect on your stats in-game, as well as the weapons and customization. How to unlock a lot of currency by playing multiplayer, to use the in-game currency to buy more of these accessories and weapons. So a lot of stuff going on with that. Kind of impressed with Splatoon. They also showed off young Link and Tingle in Hyrule Warriors as DLC characters. Young Link interests me. Tingle scares me. That's just all there is. They also showed off a new trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles X, in which they just walked around and showed off the really nice looking locations that are going to be present in the game. So, mazel tov for that. A new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game titled Tipping Stars, in which the concept is you get stars for completing levels, and if you like a level that was made by a person, not by one of the game developers, that you can tip them stars so that they can buy other parts to make more levels. It's kind of a weird, I really like your game design, so I'm going to give you more to make more so that I can play it rather than making levels myself, or I make really good stuff, so it's interesting little free market economy type thing going on for a video game. Kind of curious. They talked about Project Treasure, which they gave no information on, just a hype trailer. Talked about some titles that are coming to the eShop. More Sega 3D Classics, Moon Chronicles Episodes 2 through 4. The big bomb was they talked about the new 3DS, in which they have confirmed the new 3DS is coming out in the US. The new 3DS XL is the only model the North American market is going to be getting, whereas the European and Japanese markets are going to be getting regular new 3DS and new 3DS XL, as well as interchangeable faceplates. So a lot of things that the North American market seem to not get access to. A lot of resentment there about that announcement, as well as the new 3DS will not come with a charge cable, is one of the rumors I'm hearing. I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. I mean, I can kind of understand, but in a way I really can't understand. I hope that that's not accurate at all, but people on the internet have their pitchforks out about that. So, yeah. They did announce 2 special edition new 3DSs, a Monster Hunter and a Majora's Mask. Good luck finding them. The Majora's Mask sold out, from what I've heard, within 15 minutes of being put on pre-order online. That's ridiculous, but amazing. So, Nintendo kind of came out of, beginning of the year swinging. Whether or not these swings land and become hits are yet to be seen. So, I'm kind of reserving judgment. I am slightly more psyched about Codename Steam because of the amiibo support. I like Fire Emblem characters, and I like the style of game that it was. I just didn't really seem to care about the characters as much. Now that there's, something a little different, I'm a little more excited about it. Kind of wish it was on the Wii U, but that's just me. I prefer console titles to handhelds these days. So, Xenoblade Chronicles X looked fantastic. I'm ridiculously impressed by that. And, new 3DS. I could get a new one. So, anyway, that's been the recap for this week. Let me know your thoughts about the Nintendo Direct. What were you impressed with? What were you not impressed with? Is there something that just kind of wanted to make you ask a question like, can I get a clarification on this? Because I kind of want a clarification on the AC adapter issue. It's like, is that a thing, really? Is that not a thing? I would really like to know if that is accurate or not. So let me know your thoughts and feelings on the Nintendo Direct. Is this swayed you to be a little more Nintendo friendly, or is it just something they came out of the gate and you could care less about? Let me know, and I will see you guys next week for the next recap. Till then, later everyone.